Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. Just how well do you receive? Let's start with compliments. If I were to say, "Oh, you know what? You look really fabulous today." You could reply back going, "Thanks, I feel fabulous." Or, "That's surprising considering everything I have going on." How about if I were to tell you, "You did a really great job on that"? You could say, "Thanks, I love doing things like this," or "My part was just a small one." And now let's turn it up a little bit. How well do you receive help when it's offered? I could say to you, "I can see you're having some difficulties with turning your dream into your reality right away. Can I help?" You could choose, "Thanks, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do," or No, I've got it." Why is this so important? Because if you don't have the abundance and prosperity in your life right now, abundance that benefits you, it could be because you're a poor receiver. And this doesn't just apply to financial situations. It's family and intimate relationships, how well your schooling or career is going, and the projects around the house. But let's face it, some of us are just more comfortable with giving than receiving. Notice how I didn't say giving and taking. I said receiving. Because we've all been around others who took, and they took more than their fair share. And it could have been that that very incident left you with what's known as an imprint, a subconscious belief that receiving can be selfish. No, it's not selfish. It's taking out of turn that should get the bad rap. Maybe receiving can also be a way for you to humble yourself in the eyes of others, thinking that you need to be one down. This is evident whenever a compliment is accepted with negativity in return. Compliments are simply beautiful flowers. And if I offered you a blossom, would you turn it away going, "No, I'm not good enough for it"? Can you see how me wanting to give you a beautiful flower can have as much beauty in the action for me as it is for you, for the giver as well as the receiver? Let's go back to the big one, which is the receiving of assistance. Do you feel weak, as though you shouldn't need anyone else? Think back to the last time you offered someone help. Didn't it feel good that you were in a position to give a hand up, not a hand out, to someone who needed it? So someone offering you help now, could it be just as much for them, helping them to feel good, as it is about you? There's a difference between receiving and allowing. One definition of allowing is to permit, to let it happen. For example, I had a client that I allowed her to come in late. This designates some control that I had over the situation. I am placing some conditions on it. But when it comes to the abundance and prosperity in your life, is this how you're treating it? You're putting conditions on it? Receiving is to take in. For example, I have a client who owes me some money, and they haven't paid it yet. Now, when I use her place of business, she always tries to give me a discount. The last time I told her to stop, all I wanted her to do was to pay the fee that she owes me. That's pretty poor receiving. In fact, that's not receiving at all. That is allowing, because I was putting conditions on it. So what am I telling my abundance and prosperity with that? I'm going to give you the conditions for you to be able to show up. Why not take the discount, receive it, and the possibility of her repaying me both at the same time? And if she doesn't, at least I'll have the discount. But I was afraid that if I allowed her to give me the discount, she wouldn't need the fee. She wouldn't feel the need that the debt should be repaid. And yet, shouldn't I be open to receiving both? Because we get what we're open to. Are you open to your abundance and prosperity coming into your life without conditions, just allowing yourself to take it as it comes? Or are you placing conditions on it, just like you place the conditions on the compliments you receive? What area of your life would benefit from more receiving and less allowing? Because the choice is always yours. And by the way, may I say, you look lovely today. Dawn Ferguson, certified hypnotist, instructor, and rapid results coach. 636-699-7791.